Today is a wonderful day. Today is January 4th. It's a Monday, and today is the first day that we are allowed to have wrestling meets in the state of Kentucky after everything that we have had happen over with the quarantine and all that garbage. But today's the first day we can have our wrestling meet. I'm here at Prestonsburg High School. I told you guys I was going to do a vlog for every meet. This week I have 3 meets scheduled, and I'm going to put all those, if they all happen, I'm going to put them all in one blog. That way you guys can watch them all together and just kind of see how we're doing it this year. But I'm going to get my gear, go inside, get ready for this meet. See you inside. There's just something about the smell of a locker room that you just can't replicate. And if you've spent any amount of time in a locker room, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But not having this experience of getting to officiate for so long and season being in jeopardy, it's the little things in life that you appreciate. No jokes there. I know some of you are probably going to make jokes about that, but it's the little small events in your life that you just don't really, I guess, take for granted at the time. But then when you think it's gone, it's like, oh my gosh. But that's when I stepped in this locker room, that smell come rushing back to me, and I was like, my goodness, I'm so glad to be here today. And since I'm at Prestonsburg High School, I will give a big shout out to my buddy Nick Chafin, state champion class of 2003. Is a Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar looking dude. I think he won 125 pounds. There's 125 or 119. I just wanted to give a big shout out. There it is, 119. Big shout out to Nick and his brother Heath. Let's put a bow on the first meet of the week. One thing I've learned about doing vlogs is stuff jars your memory, and from what I filmed the other night, the first meet on here, you guys need to go back and check. I done a video on the High School Wrestling World video series about how to keep score, and I know that's a topic that a lot of people are just kind of thrown into. So if you may have to volunteer at a meet for your kid or at your school or whatever, or you want to learn how to be a scorer, know what the referee's doing, go back and watch that video. But vlogging has really opened up my eyes to a lot of things that I'm not saying I forgot, but it jogs my memory, and I'm so glad I started doing this. So I'm on my way to meet number 2 for the week at Martin County High School. As of you can tell I'm dressed, ready to go over there, but as of just a little bit ago, the meet was still on, and let's hope and pray it's not canceled, because I really want to officiate. I know the kids want to wrestle, so I will check back in with you guys. Oh, sorry about that. This road I'm on is a little bumpy, so we will see you guys when I get there. For those of you keeping track at home, Martin County High School this year, this is 2021 season, will be the site of the Region 8 wrestling tournament this year. Now, I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you here. Okay? Martin County is the only school in the United States, I would guess, that has a complete 4-lane highway that comes to its entrance. Right there is its entrance, and dead ends. There's a whole nother story to this, but Martin County High School has a 4-lane highway that comes to its school entrance and then just stops. So I will see you guys inside the gym. Until we start wrestling, can you have Josh out here today? So if anybody in the state of Kentucky deserved a nice new school, it was Martin County. You guys missed pretty much all the meet. They're pretty good wrestling, but I forgot my tripod, so that one's on me. But I will see you guys bright and early in the morning. I'll have to be there about 8 o'clock. It's about an 1.5 hour trip, so I will wake up and you guys will wake up with me. Until then, good night, guys. Welcome to a really early Saturday morning. I've got about an 1.5 hour and 45-minute drive ahead of me. It's meet number 3 for the week. So I will see you guys on the road. Oh, God. Up and at it a little bit later from just a second ago, whenever you saw me, or didn't see me laying in the bed, but you may have heard me. I am going to Perry County Central. It's in Hazard, Kentucky. And little cool thing about where I'm going today is a couple years ago, well, more than a couple now, probably about 10 years ago, a lot of the schools in Perry County consolidated, and that left the school system with a bunch of the school buildings that were no longer in use. So the school board, being they, pronouns pal, they give an entire school to the wrestling team and the volleyball team to use. So when it's wrestling season, the wrestling team has the building. When it's volleyball season, the volleyball team, that way they don't have to worry about sharing gyms for basketball practice or whatever. And they're able to keep their mats down. They have their own little practice room. And it's a nice setup. I'll show you guys when I get there. And welcome to Perry County Central's wrestling gym. They got enough to put down 2 mats. They got the chairs socially distanced. And we're about ready to get started. Kentucky, we're allowed 4 teams at dual meets. That's not considered, well, we know 4 teams is a quad, but we're allowed 4 teams at dual meets. And tournaments less than 56 wrestlers. So we got a little meet going on this morning. Driving home from meet number 3 for the week. You guys know I was at Prestonburg on Monday, Martin County on Friday, and just finished up today at Perry County Central. And I want to say, I know a lot of people at the meets will be watching this, and I want to say to all 3 schools, their coaching staff, their school administration, everybody, parents, wrestlers, everybody involved, that kudos. I mean, I'm grateful that we're even getting to have a season right now with everything going on. A lot of school systems and the schools in general are not getting, in some states, I know West Virginia, they had a rally yesterday at the Capitol and it did not do any good. They're still not having any athletic activities in the winter. And Kentucky, Region 8, where I'm from, we are rocking and rolling. Everybody, all 3 schools, sanitation was on point, the social distancing was on point, sanitizing stations, temperature checks, all that was on point. And I just can't say enough good things about the 3 schools. And not that other schools aren't doing the same exact thing across the state, but these are the 3 schools I've got to referee at this week, and all 3 schools have straight up just been a picture perfect example. So kudos to you 3 guys, or 3 schools I should say. I'm gonna pull in here, get me a little bite to eat, and we'll catch back with you guys on the road. Lunch was great, thanks for asking. I had Fazoli's double slice pepperoni and 2 breadsticks. I'm not a person that's always gonna stop at Fazoli's, but if I see it and I'm hungry, you can't go wrong with Fazoli's. I love their breadsticks. Back to the wrestling real quick though. The great thing about this season that we're even getting to have it, but the KHSAA, Kentucky High School Athletic Association, adopted that wrestling meets no more than 4 teams at a meet and no more than 56 wrestlers at was considered a tournament. So as long as you don't have more than 56 wrestlers at a tournament, you're good. So that means now that referees don't have to do weigh-ins, the rule change this year, and the number of teams or number of participants are capped, we are getting out of the gym at a great time. We started wrestling a little after 9, time that they got weigh-ins completed at 8 and coaches meeting and all that. We started a little bit after 9. I've been on the road for about an hour, and it is 12:52. So cannot complain one bit about that. That's even stopping and going through Fazoli's. Got about another probably 30 minutes or so left till I get to the house. So kudos to the KHSAA. And that is one thing that a lot of people new to the sport, or people even that's been around sport for a while, ask me why wrestling meets take so long. Why are we having to spend all day in the gym? And when I put out suggestions or fillers for my wrestling rule video I've done about ways to improve wrestling meets, every coach and every official that replied back had something to the effect of what I just said: cap the number of participants for a tournament, or cap the number of teams for like a dual style tournament, because we don't want to spend all day in a gym. So not having to get there super early and getting out before noon on a Saturday, I can't complain. Plus the kids got to wrestle, so kudos to the KHSAA for that move. But like I said, I got about 30 more minutes before I get to the house. I'll catch back up with you guys then. It is now much later in the evening. I'm home. I'm here in the room where I film my YouTube videos. That's my green screen. Just wanted to check in with you guys one last time on this vlog and say as of now, I have 2 meets scheduled for this upcoming week. Subject to change at any time. We could have more added. They could be canceled. Who knows? But whether we have 50 or we have none, I'll vlog all of them and do a video at the end of it. So until then, we'll see you guys on the mats.